Hey, man, I went from a BMW to a Porsche, huh?
BMW? You ain't never drove a Beamer?
Listen, I was a black man walking before we started working for Noma, right?
Diana.
Did you see who did this?
It was Tariq.
Tariq?
He thinks Monet sent Tommy after his mom. He's looking for payback.
Okay, finally.
You wanna do pop me in the wide open too bit?
I should. Since you still owe me. Got a letter from that white lawyer.
Sacks.
Yep. He sent me some valuable information. I'm thinking 100 bands.
I ran through a lot of my liquid already, right? I don't know, it's not much I can do right now. The plug got us diversifying the portfolio.
And I want the keys to your ride.
What?
You can take mine. It's an offer you can't refuse. Unless you want somebody to shoot your moms.
What are you talking about?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Go Season 4. Will the Tejadas come at 2-bit because of Tariq's car? Now this is a fan theory. A lot of you guys have been talking about this since about a couple weeks back, ever since 2-bit has returned. A lot of you guys believe that this could happen in Season 4. So, of course, we're going to talk about it in this video. Now, you guys, make sure you check out my last video. I dropped the Power Book 2 Go Season 4. Effie early predictions. A lot of you guys had a lot of things to say about Effie and her character and what she may go through. So, make sure you check it out if you have not seen it. Also, check out the Power Book 2 Go Season 4. Tariq versus the Tejada family. Check that video out. Keep yourself updated on all the latest power news, and you already know I'm going to give you guys this content. But let's talk about the topic of discussion, this fan theory. And remember, this fan theory is not my theory. This is a theory that a lot of fans have been talking about. And if you guys have any more fan theories, make sure you leave them down below. We can discuss them this month and just go over, the ones that seem more realistic, because it is some that's very crazy, but I try to do the ones that's more realistic, and we can actually make some argument points as far as the topic of discussion. Now, not long ago, I made the 2-bit video about will he actually stick around this time, because we know the last time we saw 2-bit was in Season 1, and then he appeared once again in Season 3. We didn't see him at all in Season 2, so of course the fans, they're wondering if he's going to actually be around in Season 4, which I believe makes a lot of sense. I mean, he can pop up in Power Book 2 Ghost, or he can pop up in Power Book 4 Force. Either way it goes, the fans, they want to see more of 2-bit's story. Now, we know he took Tariq's car the last time that we saw him, and he's riding around in a brand new car, very flashy. A lot of you guys was pointing out the fact that everybody's probably going to think that's Tariq in that car, especially the Tejada family. I mean, they know Tariq was driving around in that car, and, it makes sense for them to believe that is him in the car if they see it, driving around, right? Now, in this fan theory, a lot of people believe that 2-bit may mess around, get caught driving around in Tariq's car, being flashy, having, lots of fun, and then the Tejada family, they may just see that car, believing it's Tariq, and they may get the spraying, y'all. They may spray this car up. This is what the fan theory is saying. Now, do you guys believe that is something that may happen in Season 4? Now, I can see Kane's reaction. I can see him like, man, that's Tariq. Say less. I'm going to get back at him. I can see him getting pissed off and trying to get revenge and shooting up that car, right? But I also question this. I mean, you would think after what happened with Freaky Zeke and Lorenzo, if you're going to shoot at a person, you got to make sure you know exactly who you're shooting at. So if you see this car and you can't see who's inside of it, don't just be shooting it for no reason. That's what I believe. Now remember, this is not my theory. I'm just saying, like, if you see this car and it's tinted out and you can't see who's inside and you shoot at it, I believe that's a major mistake. I don't think that's a smart move at all, but I could see it happening. I mean, I would think Kane will be smart enough. I mean, he is the shooter, of the family. He is the one that goes out there and enforces the law, right? So he doesn't play around. And if he was to be the person that does this and he doesn't see that it is Tariq in the car, that's a stupid mistake for Kane to do that, I will hope that he would at least know who's in the car before he starts to shoot at it, because if he doesn't, and if your boy 2-Bit is able to survive, which we know 2-Bit ain't gonna get smoked like that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do that to 2-Bit. I don't think so. And if he's able to get away from all of this, you already know 2-Bit is gonna raise hell, especially if he knows the Tejada family did this to him. He ain't gonna be playing around, and I believe it's gonna cause more problems for the Tejada family. They don't want this type of work. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We talked about this in the Tariq versus the Tejada family video. We even talked about this in the episode 10 recap about the last thing the Tejadas need is Tariq being able to team up with 2-Bit in Tommy. Now 2-Bit is a little bit more realistic because he's actually there in New York with Tariq, whereas we know Tommy, he's in Chicago, but it could still happen. But still, the last thing the Tejada family wants is 2-Bit on their bad side. We talking about a whole nother animal. This ain't Tariq, you know what I'm saying? He's not about to be playing around with no Kane. He ain't about to be playing around with Drew at all. Dirty Diana, Monet, none of them. He ain't playing around with none of them, man. And I believe it will be easy work because in my opinion, I never really thought the Tejada family was that big of a threat at all. And I've been thinking this since season 1. They're like a low level type of, I guess, enemy. You know what I'm saying? They don't really seem like a huge threat at all. Tariq, in my opinion, he knew a lot about the game. He knew what to do. They was looking for Tariq for answers, and they continue to look for Tariq for, you know, certain things, resources, and I just don't think they're that tough compared to a lot of other huge dealers that we've seen throughout the entire history of Power. Now, that's just my opinion. I mean, come on. Dirty Diana, we talking about Drew. Now, Kane, he's a shooter. Kane gonna, you know, put up a fight. I will give Kane his props, but the other ones, man, I just don't think they're smart enough and, you know, tough enough to go up against some of the top dogs that we've seen. Like I told you guys, I believe they're like a lower level. Yes, they are still young. They're still learning. So that is understandable. But to me, like I always told you guys, I felt like when it came to Lorenzo, he was more dangerous when he was locked up, more fearful when he was locked up. It's like once he got out, he got dumbed down. He became weak to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just basing it off what we've seen. And I'm basing it off the other characters that we've seen throughout the entire series of Power. And also, I mean, all these guys, they turned on Tariq at the end. They had all these people. We're talking about Noma. We're talking about Effie, Dirty Diana, Drew, Kane. I mean, the list goes on and on. They had all these people and they still could not finish the job. All Tariq had was who? Braden. And of course, he had the help of Obi. But Tariq don't need too many people to defeat the Tejada family. If you add 2-Bit to it along with Braden, what do you think is going to happen? And we already talked about what Tommy can do, because Tommy by himself will eliminate the entire Tejada family easy. Now, that's just my opinion once again. I just don't think they're up to par with some of the people that we saw. And when it comes to a lot of the enemies that we see the Tejada family go up against, it's like those enemies are dumbed down for some reason. Like the Russians, they was trash. I mean, come on. Evelyn and her sons, they was trash. Enrico, played by Jackie Lone's character, he was trash as well, but he seemed like he had more fear around his character up until we saw him get popped easy. And I believe if 2-Bit is to go up against the Tejada family helping out Tariq, don't be surprised if they dumb it down in order to allow the Tejada family and whoever's a part of their little organization get some licks off. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just gonna let 2-Bit wipe the floor with them, because we know if we set this back in the original Power, it's over just like that. And I also forgot how they built up Mecha. He was supposed to be the big bad wolf. I mean, he was unstoppable from the looks of it, right? But then, in my opinion, he got taken out easy too. So I believe he got dumbed down. So as tough as 2-Bit is, and I would think the majority of the fans could agree that he would beat the Tejadas. You know what I'm saying? They can't touch him, but they're going to probably dumb it down to allow these guys to be able to get some moves off on 2-Bit. But realistically speaking, Tariq, Braden, and then you got 2-Bit, and then the resources that your boy Tariq has, it's over for the Tejada family. They cannot mess around with them. But I told you guys, I believe the way the Tejada family would be defeated would not be from the outside. It will be from the inside. They're going to turn on each other, y'all. Once all these secrets get out, they're going to end up going against each other, in my opinion. And you're going to see a whole nother side of everybody once everything is revealed. But Y'all let me know what y'all think about this fan theory. What do y'all think about the Tejadas coming at 2-Bit if they see him in Tariq'S car? I'm just saying this. If they shoot up that car and 2-Bit, is able to survive, it's going to be hell to pay. You know what I'm saying? And those are the problems that they do not want. I don't care if it's Kane, Drew, Diana, any of them, Monet, hell, even Effie. They don't want them 2-Bit problems. They can all get dropped off just like that. Now, as I told you guys, y'all leave those fan theories down below. We will continue to talk about more fan theories and early predictions for some of the main characters in season 4. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.